Good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to the Malaysian Grand Prix in my first season of F1 2013 career mode, again in the Toro Rosso, and we qualified 12th for the second race in a row. Quite difficult to get any further up the grid, I would have thought, despite being on the option tyre in qualifying in Q2, and battling with the Force Indias, one's in front, one's behind, I think. And Hamilton on pole. We'll see what we can get out of this race. Again, we out-qualify Vern. Teammate's 15th on the grid. So 2-0 up in that particular challenge, but he's leading every other category with that fluke third. And off we go. You got Satil to our right there. Hockenberg makes a terrible start, the race winner of the opening round. And we sailed up the inside by the Resta. And I think we just follow him through turn 1, trying desperately not to hit anyone, as we just avoid the back of Raikkonen's Lotus and get a bit sideways on the curb. Avoid Massa on the inside, or is that Alonso? It could be Alonso, I think it is Alonso. And Massa's right next to me now, and just a bit of wheel-to-wheel contact with him, no harm done, 6th position, not a bad start. And he's still down the outside. I'll have to have a dive up the inside. And Alonso runs into the back of Webber. And Vettel gets a bit sideways there, everything's going off, and I'm up to 3rd, and someone's already out of the race, probably Alonso. And here's a replay of that start. Everyone gets away, no problems there installing. Then at turn 1 I make a bit of a move down the inside of the McLarens, Force India and the Ferraris, and manage to get around the outside without any problems there. Further down the track, this is where Alonso loses his wing against Webber, as you can see right there. Bit of a clumsy move there, but anyway, replay over, and here we are on lap 2 with Massa down our inside at turn 1, and the tyres are already feeling the effects, despite not having done any qualifying. These are actually new options, obviously. And Massa gets past us, and I decide to get back past him at the next corner, which doesn't prove that difficult. There's a bit of contact and I went a bit wide, but it still managed to get through, and Webber even managed to pass at that point as well. But then Perez passed him somehow, so I'm not sure what happened there. But Massa plays the same move the next lap and does exactly the same thing, making the outside work at turn 2. And again I go for the move at the next turn, and this time pretty much exactly the same thing happens, except Massa doesn't get passed by someone else, and in fact he taps me in the front and I get massively sideways, and Raikkonen follows him through, an opportunist move there by the Lotus driver. But that didn't go as well as I thought it might, and later in the lap the tyres are just horrific. This is the worst race I've ever had in career mode with tyre wear, and I just pit at the end of that lap straight away because it's just horrendous and I'm losing positions everywhere. And I've already done a 10th before I even get to my 11th, before I get my pit box, and here we are swapping onto the hard compound and emerging in 17th behind Guido van der Garde, who we have an attempt at. And again, I am even wider than I have when I've been trying to pass Massa, but with the new tyres I'm able to get van der Garde at the sweeper. So behind Vern, that is, and as we pass Chilton around the outside, we can see that Vern is one position ahead of us, and he pits and a couple of other guys pit, but I've lost a lot of time because I'm behind a Force India now, and I wasn't behind that Force India before. So somehow the AI managed to keep their tyres intact in the last laps in their stint, and mine are already going off again. And I'm falling back from Duresta, and Button gets past me, and then I have Hulkenberg to defend from, who passes me with DRS, but I managed to get back down the inside at the final corner. And Vettel sets the fastest lap, no surprises there, he's about half a lap in front at this point. And Hulkenberg's having another attempt, this time at turn 1, and he does exactly what Massa does and manages to hold around the outside and get it and get the position next to me. But being on the outside now, Hulkenberg just backs off. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but now I've got Hulkenberg next to me and Perez behind me, and it's going to be very difficult to hold it off as the rest is pulled off the track there, and they're both on the outside, and Perez gives me a little tap and I can't really do anything about that. My tyres are squealing enough and the Mexican gets past me in the McLaren, and I abused the crap out of my battery and managed to get back past. Do I? Yes, I do. Bit of a dog move there on Sergio, but I'm sure he won't mind given some of the moves he's pulled over the time he's been in F1. And again, Hulkenberg makes a run down the outside of me this time at turn 1 and cuts back to the outside for the next corner. And the engineer's happy with me at the moment, but he won't be happy with me at the end of the race. Not to give anything away, but that's damn right. And then my hand flies up as I give Hulkenberg a nudge and get a bit squirrely there. A bit lucky to escape a penalty, I think, but that's just the tyres. And there's a big collision behind me between Esteban and Sergio. The Mexicans getting into a bit of fisticuffs, perhaps over hard or soft tacos, I'm not sure about that one. But we're just losing grip everywhere now. I don't think it matters what tacos we're on. Sorry, tyres. Well, they probably are a bit taco-ish at the moment because they're absolutely gone. And we send it around the outside of Sechil as we go straight into the pit lane. And it's only lap 11, and the 3-stop may just work for us, but in terms of the last lap of each stint, it's going to be absolutely horrific. And we exit now in 15th position. And this is how you get rid of that bollard, which I surely should have done on lap 1. And now we got the other Sauber to contend with, and that's Gutierrez, who gets us with DRS. I just decided to go back around the outside at the final corner. It's one of my favourite moves actually at this track. And I managed to do that. And again, we have to defend from another car, and this time it's Sechil. And he gets us with DRS, and I think I might be able to get him back with DRS since there's another detection point. And of course we open the DRS, but it doesn't seem to have much effect with me, so I put it on Rich. And we can just about get within a respectable amount to have a dive. And I try to stay away from him and go a bit on the grass. And get a bit squirrely on the exit and manage to make the pass. Not sure if Charlie Whiting would have accepted that, being off the side of the road, but anyway, we pit again, lap 20. This time we'll have to do 9 laps on the set of primes. We've gone primes each time, by the way. And we have no curves at this point either, but it's fixed itself within a couple of laps. Now, 2 laps before the end, Bottas has a go at me at turn 2 and spins himself out. And Vettel wins the race. And I'm just hoping to hang on to 11th, which I just managed to do. And the tyres are all red, and it's an abysmal race. And I come 11th. I've gained a position from the start, but the crew is pretty unhappy. And Nico Hulkenberg still leads the championship. And 6th position for Toro Rosso. So not such a good outing for me. I'll see you next time, guys, in China or in the lobby for any league races. Catch you later.